What's going on, socialites? Long time no speak. Ryan here, Commissioner of the Global Pokémon Society, bringing you a video that I talked about with some of the coaches a while ago, ranking the top 25 teams of the Society through seasons 1 to 7. So this is our power rankings as we get ready for season 8 starting next week. Make sure you catch the podcast later on this week, which will be ranking all the teams for the draft, doing our tier list, all that sort of fun stuff. Now, I do have to say that I've been sick / allergies. The pollen levels have been off the roof, so excuse me if I got take a drink of water or, blow my nose or something. But let's get right into it with a dishonorable mention. The only team ever in the Society to never get a win, the 0-8 Sin City Squirrels, 1 season, 0 wins, 8 losses. Now we are just going off of teams that played in the major league, so some teams did have some seasons in the minors or haven't made their debut yet in the majors. We're not counting those teams. These are just the major league team. So yeah, big dishonorable mention to the Sin City Squirrels. Would love to see someone take back over this team and see what they can do. We haven't seen them in the majors since, what was it, season 3 or 4? It's been a while. Next up, number 25, breaking through with the Daytona Colossus. 1 season in the majors. They went 1-9, so only got that 1 win there. Now, what else can we say about Joe? Not doing too well in the minors either, the couple seasons that he's been down there. He's taken this current season off, probably be back with us when we do Scarlet Violet. But yeah, one of the coolest logos I've ever designed. Unfortunately, one of the worst teams that we've had in the Society. Another team that only got 1 win, but we're going to rank them ahead of Daytona, is the Diamond Desert Dwellers. Now, Diamond Desert, they have had success in the minor leagues, making 2 minor league finals, and they're making their 2nd trip to the majors here in this upcoming season, so we'll have to see if they can tack on some more wins. But as things stand right now, the Diamond Desert Dwellers are ranked number 24 on our power rankings. Let me know if you're a Chrysalianius fan. Give him a shout out in the comments. Do you think he can work his way up these power rankings? Number 23, the Seattle Shiny Sylveons. 3 seasons, but only 4 wins, going 4-22 over those 3 seasons. Of course, never making the playoffs with that sort of record. We are seeing Seattle back in the minor leagues with a new coach, so we'll have to see if she can put some luck onto these shiny Sylveons for the next time they're in the majors, if this franchise can move back up the power rankings. Number 22, we got a team with a winning record here, but they only played 1 season. It's the Miami Heat Rans. Way back in season, what was it, season 4? I want to say it was season 4, way back when. Have to see how Miami does. If they'll ever make it back to the Society, we don't know. But 5-3 record, not bad. They did make the playoffs that season, but only 1 season to write home about. Number 21, the LA Kinglers. 4 seasons. Of course, though, they had their 1 good season, the season that they joined the league, and they made the playoffs, but after that, they've actually had 2 winless seasons out of those 4, so really hampering their record there at 8-25. Taking this season off, we'll have to see if they come back stronger with Scarlet and Violet, if they do come back to the Society. Next, we got the El Paso Electros. This team went down to the minors last season. That's where they'll be again this season. But prior to that, they did play 3 seasons in the majors, an 8-18 record, never making the playoffs, unfortunately. As we break our top 20, we have the Buffalo Badoops, who are going to be starting their 3rd season in the majors. This team did win the minor league championship their first ever season with the Society, and this will be their 3rd season with the majors, but a 7-12 record does allow them to break into the top 20 at our number 19 spot in our power rankings. We'll have to see how they fare this season. Can they get a winning season and make the playoffs here? Number 18, the mighty Psyducks. 6 seasons. Last season was their first season getting relegated to the minor leagues. An 11-39 record. Definitely not the best, but due to them being a long-standing member in the Society, we did want to give them some points for that. So that puts them at number 18 on our power rankings. Of course, if teams like Buffalo, Diamond Desert Dwellers do well, they can definitely overtake the mighty Psyducks. At number 17, kind of in the same vein as the Psyducks, we have the New York Mankies, formerly known as the Worcester Delibirds. They'll be starting their 5th season coming up this week with a 10-23 record in 4 seasons. Narrowly missing the playoffs a couple times, but also having a couple seasons where they just could not get a win. We'll have to see if this could be the season that they break into the playoffs. Number 16, we have a fan favorite, the WACO Scissors. Not playing in this season, but they have played in 4 seasons prior, an 18-16 record, and this is our first team who has gone a playoff win here. So we did have the Miami Heat Rams, who have squeaked into the playoffs before, earlier on this list, but WACO is our first team with a playoff win. So now we're getting into some of the better ranking teams here. At number 15, we have the Memphis Muse. Now, you might remember this team from Season 6, where they made it all the way to the finals with a 12-17 record in 2 seasons, that 1 division title, and their 2 playoff wins in Season 6. Again, they're taking this season off, but if they come back for Scarlet and Violet and get some more wins, they could definitely be moving up these power rankings. What do you think? This could be a controversial one. Do you think Memphis deserves to move up any spots? Let me know in the comments. Number 14, the Rio Beach Volcarona. 5 seasons for Rio Beach. A very respectable 25-18 record. But this team has yet to get a playoff win. Could this be Volcarona's season to break that dubious record and get that playoff win? They made the playoffs several times, just unable to get that win. What do you think? Can Vero Beach in Season 8 make the playoffs and get that win? Number 13, we got an infamous team here, the Tuscaloosa Town Flames. 4 seasons, their best season being Season 2, where they made it to the finals. A 20-13 record and 2 playoff wins, but 2 seasons, Season 7 and Season, I think it was Season 4, that they did not finish this season. They quit early on those 2. Number 12, we have the Reno Wheezings. Only 2 seasons, but a respectable 10-6 record, and both those seasons they did win their division title and had 3 playoff wins, including a finals appearance in Season 3. Now, we kind of talked about the Memphis Muse being controversial. This might be one as well. Number 11, the Oklahoma Thunderers. 3 seasons, a very nice 20-7 record. In fact, in 3 seasons, the fastest team to get to 20 wins. 1 division title that they got back in Season 5, but they just got their first playoff win this past season, so What do you think? Does Oklahoma deserve to be moved up in the rankings? Or do they just not quite crack the top 10 yet with only 3 seasons under their belt? At number 10, we have our first champion, the one and done Montreal Milotics. Went 6-2 in Season 3, won their division, swept the playoffs, getting their championship, and then were never heard from again. Even though they only played 1 season, as a champion, you gotta put them in there at the number 10 spot, at least. Do you think Montreal could be moved up? Number 9, the Charm City Charizard, 6 seasons, so many seasons for Charm City. A 23-28 record with 3 playoff wins, but again, their longevity keeps them in here. Not playing this season, so we could see them move down the rankings here out of the top 10, I do believe, after this season. Number 8, the Driftvale City Dragonpoles, 5 seasons for Driftvale. 24-19 record, no division titles, and only 2 playoff wins, but again, a very solid record over a long time with the Society, 5 whole seasons. Dragonpoles find themselves in a new division, moving to the North Division. Do you think they'll be able to get a division title now? Number 7, we have perhaps one of the most stable, predictable sort of teams with blackcityzekrom. At least up until last season, you always figured they were going to be a 500 team. Struggled last season. 7 seasons though, our first team on the power rankings has been in the Society's major leagues all 7 seasons. A 27-32 record. They did win that division title back in season 5. 2 playoff wins, no championships, but again, 7 seasons with the Society. Gotta give them props. Will they move up or down the standings here? If they can have a good season, moving to the South Division, we could see them staying in the top 10. Number 6, here's a team, the Lavertown Gengars, only 3 seasons, but with a respectable 14-13 record. They got that division title last season and 4 playoff wins in only 3 seasons, including a finals appearance last season. That's what helps them move up to the top 6 spot. Do you think this team, though, could be a little farther down on the list? Do you think 6 is too high for them with only 3 seasons on their belt? Number 5, we have another champion, the Tokyo Toadkiss. 4 seasons for Tokyo. 14-21 record, so not the best record, but 4 playoff wins and that championship. That's what puts them in the top 5. Do you think in Season 8, Tokyo will be able to get that elusive division title? You see, they have not gone that yet, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Number 4. This one might be a surprise to some. Paris Saint-Germain, a very consistent team. 5 seasons, 26-17 record. They do have that 1 division title back in Season 5. 3 playoff wins and no championships. Do you think PSG can break out and get the championship this season? Number 3, the Pittsburgh Poltergeist. 4 seasons, a 25-10 record. 3 division titles and 4 playoff wins, but no championship. Pittsburgh might be the team to beat this season. We'll have to see where they get put in our tier list. Make sure you check that out later this week, where we rank all the major league teams going into Season 8. But is this Pittsburgh's best chance to win the championship? Now we're down to our last 2. Of course, number 2, the Denver Ninetales. 7 seasons, all 7 seasons with the Global Pokémon Society. A dominating 47-12 record. 5 division titles, the most for any team. They have never lost the West Division since we moved to a division format in Season 3. 8 playoff wins, in that one championship that they got in Season 6. Huge props to the Denver Ninetales. Now, of course, number 1. Probably going to be number 1 for a while. I don't see it changing after this season. Unless something dramatic happens. The Boston Brave Eaters again. 7 seasons. A 50-9 record. 4 division titles. 16 playoff wins. Double what Denver has as the most playoff wins. And 4 championships. That is 4 out of 7 trophies owned by the Boston Brave Eaters. How can you dispute that they are number 1? Leave a comment if you think Boston deserves to be lower. I would love to hear your argument. But of course, what does the future hold? Season 8 is starting next week. Season 9 will bring Scarlet and Violet. We got 3 new teams that have never played in the majors, with the Phoenix Primals, the Chicago Scrafty, and the Chicago Slow Kings all coming. Where will they end up in the power rankings? Can one of them make the push to be a champion? And of course, what do you think of our power rankings? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like. More videos coming out, and thanks again for dealing with me while I am getting over this cold and these allergies. Thanks again, and as always, stay classy, society.